Namaskaram and welcome to Liberation. In a comfortable seat, I invite you to take a few breaths and really reflect upon your transformational journey up until this point. Palms facing up, open to receiving, and extending one arm out to the side and allow it to cascade down the central line. And then changing sides. Inhaling, the opposite arm opens out to the side. Exhaling, drawing it down the center line. And changing. So we move into liberation from simplicity. Simplicity of movement, simplicity of being, simplicity of expression. And staying connected to the Sushumna Nadi, the central channel, the center line. That which holds you up, that which everything is connected to. And giving permission for your movement now to begin to move into a free flow state. Perhaps the arms begin to feel like wings. Perhaps the neck gently softens from side to side. The eyes may be closed or at a half gaze. The movement may slow down or speed up. Or perhaps the arms become like a flowing river, tracing a figure of 8, an infinity sign. And it's really beginning to move through the space, either side of your body. Perhaps taking a side bend. Really feeling the freedom of the upper body as the lower body is grounded to the earth. Remembering you can change position at any time. Perhaps you're sitting on a block or a pillow or even on a chair. Making a little bit more expansive movements now with the arms, perhaps a little bit of twisting, inviting in a coiling and an expanding action. Perhaps rolling over onto the knees, finding yourself in Vajrasana, hero's pose, oscillating and moving the spine and shifting back, changing. And finding your way onto your belly in Sphinx, elbows underneath the shoulders. Really allowing the head to unwind, perhaps rolling to one side and then the other. Feeling the earth beneath you supporting your journey, supporting your movement liberation. Perhaps you raise up onto the elbow, bending the top knee, lifting the hips, the top arm arcs over the crown of the head. And twice more in your own time. It's really liberating and activating and opening the side waist, exploring weight transference in different parts of the body. Gently changing, bending the top knee, lifting the hips, the top arm arcs over the crown of the head. And again. Coming back onto the belly, fingertips or palms flat, gently rolling up through the spine. Sahaja Bhujangasana, so spontaneous cobra. You're welcome to bend the knees if it serves your spine. And shifting back, hips to heels like the tide. Rolling up through the spine. Optional here to take a back bend. And rolling over the toes. Massaging down the backs of the legs or interlocking the fingers behind you. Deepening the forward fold. Releasing the arms, leading with the fingertips and coming all the way up, full circle with the arms. And again, Coming into a forward fold or adding in a little jump here, raising up, and then just allowing the breath to take you with or without the little hops. And perhaps moving the arms in opposite direction, creating new pathways in the brain. And changing direction, feeling the arms heavy, feeling the rotation of the torso in a natural flow, so there's no force. Hands come down the center line, massaging down the backs of the legs. Walking the hands out into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Lifting the heels, shifting into plank, and extending the hips back and up as we come into undulations in downward facing dog. You're welcome to just stay in stillness or come through the full fluid movement. Feet together, right leg to the sky, bend the knee, draw it in, circle that knee out and around. We call this hip joint mandala. Really warming up the hip joint. Stability in the shoulders, knee to navel, step the foot through. Low or high lunge, your choice. Raise the arms, full circle with the arms. Palms facing up now as we draw the hands back, out, around and up. Really engaging this spiraling action. Freeing the upper body, stability in the base. Crossing the wrists, palms touch, reaching tall with the arms. Exhaling, releasing, folding forward, front leg straight or bent slightly, whatever's comfortable for you. Feeling the rippling down the spine as we awaken the hamstrings. Walking the hands forward, bend the front knee. Drawing that right leg back and up into downward facing dog. Exhaling, right foot next to the left. Inhale, left leg to the sky now. Bending that top knee, draw the knee into the navel, and then open it out and around. And again, twice more. Liberating the hips. Stepping that foot through, back knee down, full circle with the arms. Spiraling the arms. Out, around, up. Drawing the arms underneath, out, around, and up. That's it. And again. Crossing the wrists, palms touch, reaching tall. Releasing the arms, folding. Doing a beautiful rippling along the spine here. Awakening the left hamstrings, walking the hands forward, stepping the right foot to the left, optional standing splits, and changing sides. It's not necessarily about how high your leg goes, it's just having that experience of standing splits. Inhale, lift halfway, extend the arms, and rise on up to standing, full circle with the arms. And again, optional, coming into the forward fold with the little hops. So here, really giving yourself permission to liberate your movement journey, taking in all that we've experienced and been through together, all that you have explored, and the barriers that you've broken through, and the prescription that you've been diving into daily. Now is the time to really let loose and to transition, flow, move, dance, meditate. Move into stillness, move into chaos. Break out of your comfort zone. Really be led and guided by your feet with total trust. Become one with the sacred dance. Let the breath be the teacher and learn from your fumbles, including the mistakes and mishaps. And really allowing this movement to be a full expression of where you're at, even if you found it really challenging, even if you found it really hard to do this practice each day. Let that be the medicine, let that be the teacher, and let that really inspire you to push through, to break through, and to peel off the mask of pretense, peel off the mask of any type of feeling of not being good enough, not being confident enough, not being able enough. Really diving into your embodiment, where you're at, the fullness of what's available to you. Really giving yourself permission to show up every day, to dive into this practice or any other practice. Perhaps your movements now have come or have been meandering and transitioning from form to formlessness, back into form again. Liberating your spine, your joints, your muscles. Liberating your practice, finding the mat again. Perhaps even rolling out the mat and saying goodbye to it. It's grounding down into the feet, feeling the creativity rise from the ground up. Expressing what's permeating in your heart. Expressing that which you're unable to communicate. Expressing that which has no words. So once again, I'm just here, a guide to inspire your journey. It's not necessarily about copying and doing exactly as I do, but really giving yourself permission to massage those cracks, to fill in the gaps, to liberate yourself from the chains that perhaps bind you from doing what you love, or from liberating yourself into a space of complete and utter devotion, continuing to move and to breathe, flowing and transitioning, expanding, contracting, re-remembering the vayus, re-remembering the energetic centers of the body. Perhaps moving more dynamically, perhaps moving slower. Tuning in, unplugging, expressing gratitude. Just allowing yourself 5 or so breaths to find a comfortable seat. Slowing everything down. Both hands to the crown of the head, and gratitude for the connection to God, Goddess. Aligning your spine between the heavens and the earth. Opening the arms into Prana Mudra. Fingertips at the height of the eyes. Slowly releasing the arms either side of the body. Drawing the palms together and blessing the body with the breath. Blessing the body with gratitude, with humility, with total admiration for your embodiment. All that you've experienced, all that you've expressed, all that you've released, all that you've unveiled. Palms facing up, continuing to receive the medicine from this movement journey. Many blessings. Namaste.